Hey, it's great to be back with you guys. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Say, investing today, we're going back to investing. A simple question, but a question that we get a lot. In fact, the question goes back 20 or 30 years for me. Is now a good time to invest in real estate? There's a lot more investors than there is product right now. And so it's always interesting to say, is now a good time to buy a house? And many people are saying right now, don't buy a house, put off buying a house until next year. But what does that mean for investors? Should we be looking and saying, is now a good time to buy an investment property? Here's the answer. It's a simple answer, you guys. This is not very complex. The answer is yes, 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 and yes. Here's why. It's all about the numbers, you guys, right? You've heard me talk about this before, but this is so true. This is not a gut thing. This isn't like I just feel good about that property, therefore I'm going to buy it and add it to my portfolio or start my portfolio. The numbers have to work. And so we're putting pen to paper and we're running these numbers. They've got to work, right? We need to underwrite to that asset. Debt service coverage ratio, loan to value, cash on cash returns. We need to make sure that the numbers are working. It's so interesting because do you think that every property that we take to market sells at the list price? It doesn't. Many times a seller might say, you know what, Mark, I'd like you to go list this for $1.5 million. Go put it for 1.5 million. But sometimes we might end up trading that asset at 1.1 million. All right, after it's been in the market, we've done a thing, and suddenly we need to make an adjustment. So why does this matter? If you run all of your numbers only based on a list price when it comes to commercial investment properties, you might say, I'm having a really hard time finding anything that works. But what if you run your numbers and you go, you know, they're asking $2 million, but I'm getting my debt service coverage ratio, I'm getting the cap rate I want when I'm at a 1.475. Then why don't you make an offer at 1.475? Okay, that is my point, because sometimes, actually more times than you may think, the seller may say yes to your offer. So when we say is now a good time, I think we need to be very careful just to say, nah, not enough inventory, everything's overpriced. I started investing here in the Twin Cities in 1996. When I came in as a small investor, I bought a lot of houses and duplexes and triplexes and small multifamily apartment buildings. Well, it was a time where there were some tax law changes and many of the old dogs were getting out of the business. They're like, you know what? The good days are gone. The good days are done. They're behind us. And here I come in, little whippersnapper, saying, I'm ready to invest. I'm ready to go. They're getting out, I'm coming in. This is what happens every day. That's just the nature of the business. People are coming in, people are going out. It's the ebb and flow of the investing business. So that's why be careful when someone's like, now is not a good time. It can be a good time, but it's all based on our numbers. It's based on our return on investment. Get a good team around you. Know what you need to do for prospecting for those good properties. Have the right brokers out there looking for the good properties for you and know how to run your numbers. If the numbers work and the property is the type of asset you want to add to your portfolio, you make the offer at the price you want and explain to them, listen, this must be a cap rate of a 7.5%. You've got this marketed at a 6.25 cap rate. This property deserves to be a 7.5% cap rate because of the risk with the tenancy. Therefore, I'm going to give you an offer that's in line with the market. And again, that's where you might be surprised how many people will take that offer. So guys, keep yourself very open-minded with all of this when it is now the right time to invest. And it's the right time to invest when the right property and the numbers work for you. So simple stuff. But again, sometimes it's those fundamentals that make all the difference in the world. So I hope this was helpful. I'm glad you joined me today. You guys, I hope if what I'm doing helps you in any way, just kind of gets you thinking a little bit. That's what I'm here for. Subscribe to our channel, Results in Real Estate. I appreciate you having me here with me. And if you need me, marketresultscommercial.com. Reach out to me anytime. Thanks again.